Hello, it is time for DLC 3. Well, the preview stream at least. DLC 3 won't be coming for a little bit, but it will be coming soon. Jordan, I saw you mute. What the heck was that? Do you have to do one of those crazy coughs again?
Clearing my throat again because for some reason, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I was trying to prevent you from having to listen to that or the chat if they were listening.
You guys missed it. He made the most horrendous sound I've ever heard right before. It was pretty great. Well,
to make sure my voice is crystal clear as I talk about all these things that we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Channeling Slimer a little bit too. Yeah, good point. Good point.
So let's see. What do we have?
Phlegm.
What do we have first up? Let's go with what you guys have probably expected.
Well. Wait a second.
What?
I was just gonna say.
Pause, champ.
No, I thought you were going into something else. I'm so sorry, Albert.
What?
Take it over.
All right. Well, first up, we're gonna do some Twitch drop reveals. So for the next skin line, here we go. Look at this. This is.
What do we got?
This is gorgeous. Shout out to is it Cole who makes these assets? I think Cole and maybe Matt puts these together. God, these are so pretty.
There's a few people that have been working on these.
Yeah, so they lots of people have been working on these. But shout out to actually, you know what? I think it's Kira who paints them, and then someone else like puts that kind of like graphic together. But yeah, we're going full blue for the new Necro skins. Here we go. I'll show off their little individual portraits. So that's Drake. Look at him in all of his fury. A little infernal taste for ya. And finally, last but not least, is the Wraith.
Nice.
God.
One of my favorite types to play, so I will be excited when I get a chance to go after these guys.
And let's continue.
My stream was lagging. I had it set to 1440p. Are you streaming at that quality, Albert?
Am I streaming at 1440p? I guess so. Oh, you know what? It was a different. I was recording in 1440, so I guess I didn't switch a setting, and now I'm streaming in 1440. But I think it should be fun. I'm not dropping any frames. The bitrate's really
it was just
consistent,
I just had it. Yeah, no, I had mine on, so my internet was choking.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, I was like, why can't I watch the stream at like normal quality?
Listen, quality for the busters, for the people, for the fans.
Yeah,
okay?
especially when it comes to showing these off, you need that like look at the depth of these screenshots and seeing all the little
full resolution
cracks and emissive material bits that are flying off of these rather complex models. So it's fun to see, especially getting a little bit of a color variation in there is always gonna add a little bit to it. But yeah, definitely excited for these. So I think a lot of people know how the Twitch drops deal works, but do you have any other info for how this is going to go down?
Yeah, so keep an eye on Discord and socials for the whole instructions on how to participate. I can go over them real quickly right now, but we're starting these Twitch drops up on August 1st at noon Pacific time, PST, and it's going to be running through August 15th until 11:59, so pretty much August 16th. So watch any participating channel streaming, make sure your accounts are linked, all that good stuff for those of you guys who are already well versed in it. It's going to be 2 hours per skin for the Twitch drops, and then you'll be able to read the much more detailed instructions online once those, I think the news pages should be up soon, so we'll go ahead and blast those out very soon. If Joe hasn't already blasted them out. And
cool.
Shall we hop straight into some neat new cosmetics? You want to hop in game real quick?
Oh, you gonna jump in game? Yeah, I mean, this is exciting because I always love these patch previews because we get to kind of go over, we've done a couple of them so far because we've had the DLC 1 and DLC 2 updates. Now it's time, of course, to move on to DLC 3 and show you guys the content that we have coming. So, of course, everyone knows that we do a ghost in a map. We are not going to be showing those today, but do keep an eye out because more information and details are going to be coming out about all that very soon. But we do have a bunch of other stuff to go over, stuff that's going to be pretty pertinent to a lot of the people that play the game and want to know about all the different things that we're doing. So, Albert, if you want to flip on, we can kind of start at the top of our list.
3, 2,
Something
1.
that I think a lot of people are ready for.
Model for us, Jordan. Give us a little spin.
Whoota!
Woohoo! Look at
Like
that.
that 360, I mean that 180 jump that I made to
That
show
was
off the
reminiscent of the
answer
Call
the
of Duty
call.
days.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But got the gear shells are coming in for 2016 Answer the Call movie. Let's see that beautiful. I mean,
Dude, the
honestly,
cyclotron thing looks so.
I love the cyclotron.
It's so cool. It's so vibrant on this, and I like the little nuclear hazard thing. The trap is looking nice and thick on your on your waistband too. I got them on and equipped as well, so you can see from my POV. This is by far the coolest one. I'll go ahead and show it. Let the chat see it from your perspective. By the way, I guess 2 o'clock is prime lawn mowing hours, so sorry if you guys can hear that in the background. I just wanted to acknowledge that.
I can't hear anything. I think I hear the drone on the trap. I mean, not on the trap, on the Ghost, but I don't hear a lawnmower.
Okay, good. Well, here's the PKA meter. This thing is a beast. Like, you can see it just spins up the closer you get to a Ghost. And boy, is that... This is probably, like, I'm going to probably only play with this PKA meter from now on.
Yeah, they're awesome. Particle thrower. Get the
These
trap.
just look super clean, yep.
Trap's super cool. Like, it's definitely a good addition. Of course, all these are fully tintable. These are all unlockable through research contracts, like all the other gear shells, but...
Didn't even mean to catch him.
Nice job. But yeah, so that's the gear shells. So that actually goes along with a bunch of the other things. But we have a new injection of cosmetics along with the gear shells. We also included a bunch of the 2016 hairs.
Yep.
If you want to start jumping into the customization, I'll kind of go over the 2016 stuff first.
Yeah, let's go for hairs first. Oh, I got a hat on. Hold on, let me take out this hat. This is a new hat, too. I've also got a new fresh hoodie. Oh, God, I'm spoiling everything.
Wow.
All right, so we got, let's see.
Down at the bottom.
Holtz-headed, patty braids. Did you name this one, Jordan? Aaron over your head.
No, this is all James and Elise that named these.
Well,
so,
yeah,
we got the hairs. Those are always available. Those are available for everyone, just like kind of these previous updates. But then a lot of the other cosmetics, which include the glasses that you can see that Albert's wearing here. Some of the other iconic pieces. There's the gloves, the boots, the full 2016 outfit. Go to the jumpsuit.
Go on the jumpsuit. All right, hold up. Where is the full outfit? Right here.
Yep, there it is. So you got that set up as well. A lot of people were noticing. So all the remaining of the Answer the Call cosmetics are all in a contract. So you play the contract, you can unlock that. And then additionally, we also added in the name tags for the Answer the Call characters, as well as kind of backwards added the name tags for the Extreme team as well. So those are hooked up to the contract as well. So if you have that contract done, then those should populate. But you can see that you just missed them. They're in that stack somewhere.
They're all over the place here.
Yeah, there's name tags, and then someone else spotted. We have the Hawaiian shirt, which I'm wearing, pullover hoodie, zip up hoodie. We got different shorts, and got a few new suit tints that are pretty wild. I don't know if some of those have been really fun to play with recently.
Yeah, these ghosty Hawaiian shirts it's definitely some of my favorite. I think my favorite is the one you're wearing currently.
Yeah, for sure. They're all pretty great. So we got that. Those should be mostly in... Those are just all level unlocks. Go to show the outfit tints.
Yes, full outfit tints. These are really nice. Actually, wait.
No, what are you doing? No, take off the full outfit.
Yeah. No, we can go back to. All right, listen, man.
Anywhere, then go to the right where the suit.
I got it.
There you go.
Took me a second to get there, but yes, we've got a bunch more suit tints.
So there's some new, the bottom one, the spores and molds one, is obviously my favorite. So
they almost look like pajamas.
Little bit, but you can bust ghosts in style. So Yeah, a bunch of cool stuff. It's just kind of across the board. We won't go through too much of everything because it would just sit here for a long time.
Yeah, there's plenty of cosmetics for you guys to find in this new update. One of the things that I think people already found was the lab coat full outfit. And
Yeah,
that's
so
what we have planned for tenure, right?
yeah, so tenure level 4 is getting unlocked now. So that is something that everyone can now pursue. That's made it to that level, and the lab coat is in there. But then especially, there's also a special tenure upgrade if you go to the face section.
Yes, sir.
So tenure 4 also unlocks the ability to eyes. And then on the bottom right.
On the bottom right, it is... Am I missing this?
There. Nope, you just scrubbed over it. Go over the colors.
The colors.
Scrub over the colors.
I'm scrubbing over...
Bottom.
Okay, it's these. All right.
Oh my goodness. So there are possessed
I thought there was a whole
eye.
another menu. I was misled, okay?
No. I figured you would see the glowing eyes, and so we have the possessed eyes that you can unlock with this level of tenure. And then additionally with the actual glowing retinas, or not retinas, pupils, whatever those things eye things are called. There's also the
Them
if you
eyeball
go
things.
back out of this one now, and then go down to the scars/blemishes category, which is new. We
Yeah,
have
we've
a whole
got
section.
a lot more here.
Or maybe it's under makeup. Yeah,
What?
but yeah, this is a new part. So scars and blemishes is a completely new thing to add. And then if you back out to the makeup, we can find the actual other, the secondary component of the possession is the dark under circles that go with that. Which are like...
Actually, I think that's under scars. So if we go...
Is it under scars?
Yeah, it's under... It's right here. So dark circles, and then you can really
there it
make
is. Okay,
those
yeah,
eyes
so there's
shine.
There's the full-on possession look that you can unlock with the tenure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's always fun. Another thing, since we're in customization, there is the option. My camera is covering it right now. If you want to remove me, but
Yeah,
there's the
gotcha.
option to toggle accessories off when you're in the face menu, so you don't have to always unequip things to see what you're doing.
Yeah, this was
so
really
it allows
nifty,
you to-
especially for just now.
Yeah, so you're able to toggle off, and it should affect everything on your head, so that just a little quality of life thing. But yeah, between that, we have the... I'm trying to think if there's anything else in this section here. But that's going to be the big part of the cosmetic updates. Lots of new things to find. They're, kind of spread throughout with all the different unlock methods. But let me think.
You like my shoes, Jordan? Let me switch
I
back
can't
so
see your
the chat
shoes.
can see them. You got some nice slides on, man. They breathe really well.
Even with socks.
Even with socks.
Goodness. Okay. Let me just look back over everything, make sure I'm not missing any of the main introduction stuff. There's some new boots that you can equip too.
Yeah, we've got plenty of footwear stuff that y'all can find when we get in there.
So yeah, that's the majority of the major cosmetic fixes. So before we go on, so yeah, a big part of this update, kind of like I think everyone probably sees the kind of like pattern that we've been working with having what we do each of these updates. But additionally, there's been a bunch of, updates to this update in particular. We focused a lot on like quality of life stuff, and a lot of fixes that were on the top of the list for any of the community feedback we've been getting. So this has been kind of this next section. I can go over a lot of the stuff that we've been working on for this update, moving into what more in the future is going to look like. So let's see. First up, there's been a lot of strides in bot improvements. It's obviously something we are continually working at. We want to make sure that every single time that we're updating, we're trying to like put in something that's improving that experience.
I can say for
to
sure,
make sure-
playing with AI fills during our playtest, they feel a lot better to play with. They feel...
Yeah, there's lot of edge. Like it's a pretty complex, you know, series of things you need to get these bots to go through in order for them to feel like they're, you know, actually helping and doing something with such a, you know, kind of a unique thing that we have going with how you're catching ghosts and finding rifts, destroying. Like there's just a lot of like in between. So it's a constant improvement game of making sure that we're helping out any players that are playing with bots, or making sure that they're more valuable when they are backfilling during matchmaking sessions. So, and that includes like you know, how they're searching, how they're trapping, how they're throwing traps for you, trying to decide a lot of those scenarios. And the more, you know, hopefully over time, the more we work with them, the better they're gonna get fixed up.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that the AI is just gonna get better over time too.
Yeah, and we gotta, and some of the stuff is you know, the game has adjusted, and you know, we've worked on different things that kind of make other things not work well when a bot's going through it, just with balance and how all that reacts. So we kind of gotta make adjustments based on how the game evolves. So that's always a fun process. There's been several bugs fixed. There's some specific edge cases that were causing some input locking and issues that revolved around the RTV trap upgrade.
Yeah.
And sabotage. There was just a lot of little edge cases that we've been working to trap down and try and eliminate as much as that as we can find and reproduce. So
yeah. Should be getting much smoother, cleaner gameplay for sure.
Yeah, yeah, hopefully avoiding any instances. You know, our focus obviously trying to find the issues where things get, you know, completely blocked, and you're, you know, so like those are big fixes that hopefully shouldn't be happening anymore. And then a big one that I had tracked down, it took me a while to find out what was going on. The beam magnetism for bot ghosts when they're possessing stuff wasn't working correctly, so it was really difficult when a bot ghost would possess an object. It worked for players still; they could get inside objects, and your beam would still lock onto them. And then, but for bots, for some reason, when they would get in there, it wouldn't lock on, and it was just
funky stuff.
Pretty difficult curve to, especially when they're jumping into smaller objects. So that's been fixed. There's been just a plethora of optimizations across the board in regard to performance, and you know, a lot of little things have been fixed and cleaned up, and trying to make sure that we're keeping everything nice and efficient across the game. You know, with UI, with gameplay, like there's just a lot that's been going into that. There's, along with that, numerous audio updates and improvements, like trying to look into and make sure that everything's playing correctly, as well as playing at the right time, so that you're getting the feedback you need at very important times in the game. A big one for, and these are in no particular order, by the way. I'm just kind of like, I got a list down. It's been pretty busy, so we're obviously releasing a full patch notes when the update comes. That will get a lot more of this, more detailed, so that way it helps, you know, you guys can dig into it a little bit more. A big one that has been a request, and something that we needed for the ghost side, is you now have a ghost respawn effect. So every time you pop out of a rift, you're invincible for a few seconds, so that you can get away and avoid those insta captures that happen around the rift contention points.
Yeah, it gives you a little buffer time, so it's not a. If you like to do the triple rift reveal strategy like me, you're not completely screwed every time.
Well, whose fault is that?
Listen, it's fun, okay? Everyone gets
it's fun,
it's a
but
party.
You're risking yourself.
You gather all the rifts and all the homies in one room, and then you battle it out.
But we kind of not a huge one, but reduce the cooldown for the mine minion or trap minion placement, just for that ability, just to kind of allow for not a ton of extra freedom in there, but just a little bit more that kind of gives you a bit more power, as far as, you know, compared to what the swarm minions provide in some of those scenarios. So it can be a little bit more effective and used in something more substantial. So drudges. So this was
Hot
one
topic.
Probably the biggest piece of things that we've been trying to track down, and just recently got, like, it's been evading us for a while, but yeah, we found out what was causing them not to passively haunt rooms correctly, and we got that fixed. And I did a balance pass to try and re-hit how they were doing that, to counteract the issues of making the balance adjustments for the overall haunting and room haunt stuff, to make sure that it's actually lining up with it. This additionally, I reduced slightly the amount of time it takes from the spawn out of rifts. I really wanted to create a dynamic that made it a lot riskier for a solo buster to reveal and take on a rift, to really incentivize the other busters to team up when it comes to taking those down. And then additionally, it makes it so that the ghost has a more viable option to reveal a rift. Like, revealing a rift is really risky. We want to make sure you get a few drudges out of that, and they're contributing meaningfully to the match, if you are making that risk and revealing it.
Yes,
so that's it. That's going to be
Rift
it's going to be a pretty big
unite.
shift. Yeah, it's gonna have a bigger impact on allowing you as a ghost to push more pressure onto the busters and let them focus more on taking down the drudges, giving them a little bit more of a more powerful feeling, like we originally intended, but didn't get quite the desired results out of them not being able to haunt the rooms properly.
So yeah, make sure
so
to
that's
give
gonna be
us plenty of feedback on that.
It's been kind of a back and forth on trying to like get the values tuned, so I'm ready to make some more adjustments, since this is kind of a bigger shift. But honestly, like, the ghost should feel more powerful sometimes. Like, there's just that when you're doing the right things, like, we want to get the busters feeling a little bit more stressed out, because the ghost is always the one that's stressed out, and it's obviously something we've been kind of fighting with without attempting to do too much that would just push it over the edge and make it so that, you know, the ghost is now super. So it's obviously a very fine tuning thing as we're nudging it back the other way, and I feel like the drudge updates that we have here are gonna put it in that direction.
Yeah, so you definitely can't leave them alone as you could before, and now with a little bit of teamwork, they should be popping quicker too. Yeah.
Yeah. So if just something so that busters can artfully take them down a little bit quicker, multiple people tethered to a drudge will kill it faster. So you can, you know, it's like, oh, we got to clear some drudges. You work together, you're going to get through it a lot quicker.
And now we won't be showing it today, but watch out for the little homies and take a closer look at them once the patch comes out, because we've got a couple of new drudge variants, and I think you guys are going to like the way they look. We won't be showing them on the stream today, but I think you guys will love some of the new buff little boys.
So that's the drudge part. A big part of this update too, we've done an initial pass on tuning a lot of the contracts, because, you know, there's like I was kind of mentioning before, it's kind of similar to the bots. Is like the game has evolved so much, and there's some that don't make as much sense, or some that we've identified as too grindy. Like, we've heard the communities out, you know, calling out certain ones, so it's very important that we get that into a better place. And there's been a big pass across the board of trying to adjust and bring down some of those values that make a little bit more sense. And eventually, hopefully with the next one, we spend a little more time kind of reevaluating from where we are now with this, and kind of focus in on, you know, making some fuller updates and swapping statistics and things that really need to be done. But this should make things a lot easier and reduce some of the grindiness that existed around some of those contract objectives.
Yeah, for sure. For some of this stuff, did you want to try and hop into the game? We'll just get
well, you can, yeah, if you want to show off while I'm talking, go and look at the side hustle menu.
Okay, yeah,
really quick.
Gotcha. Oh my god, yeah, the UI for this is so pretty. I totally forgot. Every time I hop it back into the live game, like, it's like...
Yeah, so there's been... I mean, you might want to show the game a little bit, unless I'm super far behind and not
No, I am just finding the correct transition. There we go, so everyone can see all of the contracts in their glory. There we go.
Is it up now? Okay.
That is pretty.
So yeah, basically what we've done, trying to restructure the feedback and visibility on like how contracts are being presented to the players, so that you know a little bit more about each one, as well as have a high level view of like, oh, these are my completion levels of each of these, and then the different tiers. Like, there's just a lot more feedback and presentation elements that get it to a point where it's like this is something I can keep track of and kind of connect to a little bit more. So it's definitely been a work in progress across the board as we kind of really identify these, and we obviously were focusing on the bigger stuff early on, but now it's time to start focusing on all the elements that make the in-between matches more engaging for players, so they actually see things and understand them a lot better. It's going to be yes, the solo Rift one has been changed. that was one of them that we were adjusting.
Yeah, for sure.
But otherwise, yeah, that's this update went on to the research contracts menu as well.
Yeah, let's go to contracts.
Along with another portion of that is that we split out the spacing of those to reflect which gear piece that you're actually messing with. So you can see, at the top, there's all the PKE meter contracts, and there's all the particle thrower ones, just so it's a little bit more manageable and easier to look at by far. So it's just a lot better to to kind of see what you're unlocking and different things that come with it. So additionally, I'm trying to think, that should be that. So a big change. There's a small one. This is one just to keep in mind or keep an ear out for later once this update goes through. Is we did have the opportunity. Part of the audio updates, and I should have included this earlier, was we added the clutter audio to get so whenever you're in one of those locations that has a bunch of crap just kind of like around, like shoot everything, you'll be able to listen to it. It's pretty awesome of an update. So.
Yeah, play around with the audio, your audio levels for sure, and I'll just read out your note, but look out for the lodge kitchen in particular. No, I think you'll be able to hear it in a lot of places,
spot,
but that's a good spot for you to test it out if you want to hear it for yourself. This kind of cluttered audio.
Another big gameplay update. This is one that's bothered me for such a long time. I'm so glad we got to it. Was you can now PKE blast when you're sabotaged. So now, instead of just forcing you to unsabotage, you have to be equipped to the particle thrower to do that, and you'll be able to jump back so you can have your PKE meter out, still use it, and then swap over and go back to the particle thrower to actually do the sabotage repair. Big thing that I've been wanting to deal with for a long time, so I'm super glad it's there.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you can definitely still participate and contribute to your team, even if you've gotten slimed and then sabotaged and just owned by the ghost.
Yep, get one kind of opportunity there. So that's definitely a big one. I already covered the new name tag stuff. So let's see, covering more of the UI UX updates that we implemented. If you go, Albert, and access the gear menu.
Yep, going. I realized I could do quick access, but I walked over anyway. Here, let me switch back to the camera. Cool. So the gear button slots, where should I be looking for those?
Just open up the... I'm waiting till... Okay, so you can see on the bottom of each of the gear, we're actually giving some high-level indication. Go back to the main buttons. We're giving a high-level indication of slots that you have equipped. You can see the empty slots on the bottom. And then as well, once you get in there, we tile a few more visual indicators around what each of the pieces are, so that you have a little better idea of kind of where they land in the pecking order. That's also true on the side of on the cosmetics. We have some things that pop up so that you're getting a little bit more info to parse when you're going into these customizations. Kind of a small thing, but just kind of helps you have a better idea of what you have equipped at any given time without having to just read the text. You can get a better idea that you obviously have something more special in those.
Makes
locations.
everything a little more colorful and more fun to look at as well, you know?
Yep. So it's a little simple one. We updated some of the quick access menu to include new item indicators, updated some of the ghost portraits on the customization screen, which we're not going to show. We got links. Okay, research contracts by gear. Oh, another cool one. So if you go and start a match,
oh yeah, this one is dope.
Added your team preference indicator.
So if you look at the little name
you
cards in
can
the bottom
see-
left.
You can see what you and your lobby buddies have selected as you're going in to ready up.
So now you can
which should
tell if
give
one
you
of
a
your
better
friends are
idea.
trolling you or not for playing the Ghost when you wanted to play the Ghost. And you asked them nicely.
And then if you are hoping to play the Ghost and you don't want to run over to the Ghost realm, you can always hit tab to view a new feature, that little mini quality of life thing we have that allows you to see which Ghost you currently have selected.
Yeah, which is a really nice one. Sometimes you just forget what you have on, and suddenly you spawn as a Ghost that you weren't planning on playing.
I suppose, yeah, if you want to jump in and get
let's do
into
it.
a match really quick, we can show off a couple of the in-game HUD updates or UX UI stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Your green eyes.
You like my green eyes?
I looked up and you're kind of in a spot where the lights hit you from behind, so your face is just green.
Take a
eyes.
screenshot. Take a screenshot for the stream, so I can see it afterwards. Am I still in the right lighting?
Yeah, that was good. I got a screenshot.
Okay. Yeah, there's been a lot of visual updates, and just playing in the playtest, everything just kind of feels and looks cleaner.
And that's like I'm calling out a lot of the big things I know that I've either seen people talk about before, or like we have been obviously fixing and cleaning and polishing and hardening across the board in a lot of different ways. So
Yes.
there
So-
should just be a lot more instances of just feeling of solidification and like interactions. I worked with Craig, our UI engineer, on kind of solidifying the way that interaction feedback is happening for the Ghost. So when you're actually interacting with different objects, it's a little bit easier to kind of understand what you're doing at any given time. And that's kind of just an example of like, the things we've been doing to try and just increase the playability experience on all sides.
Yeah, so I'm not switching over to the gameplay quite yet. Just want to make sure we have everything in place for you guys to see. And I chose Lodge specifically so you can show off your clutter audio.
Yeah, it's important.
It is important. You really did want to talk about that one. Okay, here we go. Now I can switch over. Let me choose the one that blocks the least UI. Here we go. And are you just beating up the bots?
What was attacking me?
Well, you can pause. Well, you can do the command thing.
What is that again?
I think it's. Oh god, I think I crashed.
Pause all. Was that me entering a command that just did that? Probably.
I'm definitely frozen. Here. I'll switch back to this. Well, my music is still playing.
Yeah, I probably did something when I entered a command. Whoops.
Would you want
That was my
to
bad.
do this on the other build?
I mean, this should. I just won't enter commands anymore unless you figured something else caused that.
Yeah, I guess. All right, I'll just hop back on. Here we go. Bear with us, technical difficulties.
Yeah, the the map and ghost stuff. Yeah, we're not showing today. That is going to be
You have to wait a little bit for all
shown
that stuff.
soon. Like, yeah, more information is going to be coming out, so just keep an eye out.
Alrighty.
Trying to track back through some of the questions.
Get in my lobby,
the
Jordan.
loadout stuff is not this. There was a lot more to that, so it's coming. It just hasn't, not for this patch. That one is coming.
Sent you an invite.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't even paying attention.
How inconsiderate. I can't believe you would do such a thing.
Oh yeah, another thing we added. Forgot about this one too. If you can see that we added some social links to the pause, the main menu and the pause screen to
Oh yeah, this one's pretty nifty.
help open up the communities to more people, so that people that play the game that aren't necessarily online all the time would be able to understand there's other places you can connect with fellow busters.
Yeah. So our Discord, Twitter, Facebook, and Amber does a great job of dropping the links in the chat during the live stream. But if you guys wanted to check out our communities while you're not in the live stream, there it is, nice and easy. All right, let's hop back into Lodge.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can talk about. Right. I mean, we got to kind of show each of those. Oh, one thing we probably like visuals on the level up. I don't know if you'll see it during this. Like, just keep an eye out for it. But level up and contract complete. We did some flashier updates to try and visually separate those so that you understand when you're doing things, you're getting different things are happening. They're all very similar before. We want to make sure we give people an idea that, oh, hey, I completed a contract that time, or I updated this time.
Oh man, my shell is gone because I restarted my game. Let me put that.
Oh right, because the thing kicks.
Yes.
Let's see. I didn't even think about the Twitter icon.
Oh God, Elon, come on, man. You make our lives a little easier. Who coded that in? That's gonna be some work for them. A little bit extra work for them.
That's funny. That's funny.
It is, yeah, it is a giant X now. We can just we'll just draw an X in Paint and use that as a placeholder for now. Okay, let's hop back in. Let's show the people the game and some of these nifty new UI things. So one of the first things that's immediately noticeable, I think, is the new health bars. Let me turn my sound back up.
Is that where you want our cameras?
Yeah, just so they can see everything on the sides too, right?
Okay.
Well, let me find something that's quite a bit tankier. So yeah, health bar update. That looks real nice. I think it's
yeah, the current health bars, for something that's just used everywhere, it was something that was just visually getting lost very easily amongst all the different types of backgrounds and stuff. So we wanted to give it an overhaul just so visually it stood out a lot more, because it's pertinent information. Like, it's something that you always want to keep an eye on, regardless if you're a ghost or a buster. So it took the time to get that into a better spot. You'll see in the top left, let me actually get a room haunted. So we did a little bit of an update to the top left room call out for busters, so that as you enter rooms that are different haunt states, it'll visually update. It's not going to give you like a progress or anything, but the actual like icon is going to change the look to kind of get you to understand that where you are is obviously getting haunted to some effect.
What's the timer on the Rift, Jordan?
Huh?
What's the timer on the Rift? But yeah, I think one of the things I can probably show off right now is the, what is it called? The visual, the EXP stack, I think is pretty nice. So you guys can see it also at the top left. You're getting owned by bots right now?
Yes. They threw out an ion pod and everything.
So you can see in the top left, calm, word civ, support civ, and then I think if I do like
yeah, they hit it.
This. Yeah, fully support civ. That'll be nice to see. Here you go. Second.
Yeah, so there's different. So we did some visual styling to help reinforce the different different XP event types that you're getting, to show you that, hey, this is obviously a more powerful. You know, it's obviously worth a lot more, just to kind of like reinforce that dynamic as you're doing stuff. Visual updates on the health bar. there's an update to, we don't need to show this, but you get an extra hit marker kind of feedback when you actually slime a buster down as a ghost.
Oh, so that's from your perspective.
Yeah, that'd be on my perspective.
Gotcha.
That's something we need to show, just to call out. It just helps remind you that, hey, you actually
visual
it's just
feedback.
Additional feedback that you get them on the ground.
Yeah.
God, I hate that.
Ow. What are you doing?
Ghost over there.
What do you mean? What am I doing? Wait, did you pick up my trap? What the?
Okay.
Did I pick up
I
my
did.
trap?
Me out.
Oh
I picked
my.
up your trap.
I can see if I can get a level up or something here. Because those new level up animations are pretty nifty.
It's strong, but I'm
Okay, fine, capture me. We got to show off the ending stuff anyway, so
Oh, that's true. That's true.
that's the last like big update visual. Yep, I'll just fly in. Not that I won't not try and escape, but
Oh, it looks like we're doing a giveaway. Happy DLC preview stream. Celebrating with a little bit of a giveaway. Make sure you whisper IllFonic on Twitch, our Twitch account, with your preferred region and platform, and we'll get that key right to you.
wait 1 second, don't capture me yet.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm gonna detonate this. Okay, now you can capture me.
Ah, much easier.
Get ready to see the. Oh wait, there's still another one.
Still one more. That's okay. It gives the giveaway fervor in chat to give a little bit of time to cool down.
Oh, so let me know when you're ready.
Where are you? I'm looking for you. I'm gonna calm the sieve.
I'm in
while I wait.
I can see you're scared, but everything will be fine.
the Great Lounge.
The
Of
Great
course.
Lounge. All right, I'll be right
Unless
there.
something goes wrong.
I just love seeing that fresh EXP stack.
Well, they're not coming back.
See, like you can see in the top left, see the rooms changing.
Oh, yeah.
Different levels of. And when it's fully haunted, I believe it's red with a bunch of little ghosties coming out of it.
Yeah. So Busters will have a little bit more visual feedback as to how haunted a room gets, which is nice. So this is. Yeah, so you actually, if you just looked, the room updated now has 2 little ghosties coming out of it, and it gets a slightly darker shade of orange. A room with pretty much no haunt is like the lobby currently. It's just a nice white box. And then Great Lounge, as you can see, is quite a bit more haunted.
1 second, I'll have Great Lounge full here. Once I should probably start consuming some stuff if I'm gonna make this ultimate useful.
Yeah, man, Clumsy is starting to eyeball you. Oh, he interrupted immediately. Will Jordan be able to get out of this triple tether? It is AI bots, but they have been updated. He releases the minions, but he's in the middle of an ion field. Albert is not helping because he does want to see the fully haunted animation. There it is, 3 ghosties coming out.
Oh yeah, my minions actually did some work right there. Okay, capture me. Get ready for this.
All right, this one is by far one of the coolest ones.
I'll just save my own life.
Woo! God, that looks good. Shout out to our team, whoever did that.
This has been our UI guy.
Yeah, Ben. Ben is blessed. And
See
you
a
guys
little bit
could
more visual.
yeah, you guys could probably imagine the opposite. It's kind of like a red version of that, where it's like the building has been fully haunted, stuff like that. And yeah, I think that is most of the stuff we have to show for you today, and plenty more in the DLC for y'all to find out yourselves, right?
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of little things that we didn't go over today, but those were what I feel are kind of the most visually impactful or just noticeable across the board. Because yeah, there's lots of cool stuff for this DLC update, free DLC update, our 3rd one so far. Really excited for this one, but also super excited for what there is more to come. Because yeah, it's been fun so far, and I can't this will be cool.
Yeah, no,
That's all I can say.
I am super excited, and well, let's see. I think we can probably wait for the giveaway to go, and then we're pretty much good to go. Did you want to play at all today? You want to hop on live and play a few games, or you got more work to do?
Yeah, I have a lot of work to do, so this was about as much time as I could
Yeah, for sure.
allocate. But let's see, I'm trying to think if there was just gonna run around here. Do you have anything else to say, Albert? Or
I'm waiting to see who wins this giveaway. We got a ton of people in it, so I'm actually really curious as to see who gets this dub. What's your favorite
want the
cosmetic
ghost
from
shirt
this
in real life?
update, Jordan?
Oh man, I'd have to say I really like the shirts. I mean, I like the spores molds and fungus outfit tint, the pajamas. Like,
Yeah,
it's just too good.
those are super nice. I'm a huge
Too
fan of the
good.
lab coat, but also the gator slides are awesome.
Yeah.
And I know, like, personally, I've recently, in recent years, become more of a hoodie guy. So I think the hoodie, both unzipped. I think the full hoodie definitely calls to my name, like that baby blue I had on.
Definitely,
earlier.
yeah. Feels pretty realistic.
Mm-hmm. Can I see my own glowing eyes? No, I can't. You can no longer enter the giveaway. All right, let's see who the winner is. Do the honors, X Roddy. All right, congratulations. Ping us right here at IllFonic. Whisper us with your preferred region and platform, and we'll get a key right to you after the stream. Jordan, thanks for hanging out. Did you have anything else you thought of before we end the stream?
No, I can't think of anything else. Like I said, I like to be on the lookout for all the information on all the upcoming stuff. Like we got the Ghost and Map info releasing soon. Got this update releasing soon. Got I will be curious to see it, and I'll obviously be monitoring and playing in live once it does go out, so that I can try and get together any more feedback for implementation in either a patch or future updates. So excited.
Yeah, and make sure you link up your accounts on Twitch for all that good stuff of the Necroplast drops. I was gonna raid someone, and then I realized that everyone who streams this game is currently in the streams. Should we raid Shaq News? Might as well, right? Send it. Shaq News. Alright, well, thank you guys all for watching. We will see you next week for the continuation of the weekly stream. See you guys.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.